Welcome back to the vlog. We've had several days of hard frost. In fact, our garden's shaded, our rear garden's shaded all through the winter really, and the ground has been frozen and white for days. But today, a big thaw, the birds are singing, and I'm struggling to walk up this muddy hill. Instead of it being all locked in, all the moisture and dry, not anymore. But it's absolutely beautiful. We've massively overdressed, and it's the first time I've been out with Jackie and the pups for weeks or days, or certainly over a week. Our shifts haven't coincided. Back to school's very busy. The old dog got left behind. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Jackie gets up at sort of 5, half 5 every morning and runs the dogs before she goes off to be a nurse. But it's not good. It's not good not getting out into this. Work. I love my job, but sometimes you've got to have that fresh air and the outdoors. Lots been going on, probably not a lot that's exciting for the vlog. Work at the falconry centre, maintenance and renovations. Finally spoke to the digger driver who's going to come and scrape off the land and start digging footings out for the outdoor reptile enclosures for the summer, British UK reptiles. So I think it's sort of the same, isn't it? So on and so forth. Check out, if you haven't already, check out this Friday's and Saturday's videos. Friday, falconry and hunting's your thing. And the Saturday video about keeping snakes together. And I like making videos, not because they're controversial, but sort of subjects that people debate online, many of which have never tried the things they're so venomously for or against. So check out that video, because keeping reptiles together is very different than keeping a single snake on its own, but it has positives and negatives and more difficulties to do. So if that snake's your thing, check that out. If falconry is your thing, the guys had a red letter day last weekend, so we've reported back on that. Oh, one more thing to tell you, if you keep up with the reptile videos, one more thing to tell you. This weekend, Jackie and I are going off to Kent to pick up a new snake. Now, I haven't brought any new snakes for a long time, and it's very much a snake that was never going to be part of my collection. I'm being offered snakes sort of almost weekly now because people are frightened of running the energy to reptiles. You know, and at the end of the day, I often say, I'll take them in, but I'll rehome them. I don't want to keep your snakes. This one kind of caught my attention, and I said the usual thing, no, but thank you. And then I thought about it. Yeah, not sure why I said yes, but it is a beautiful snake, and I'm sure it'll have a place in the collection, and as part of our school education too. So check out the up and coming videos, a quest for this snake. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but you'll find out soon enough. Well, what an afternoon indeed. Back in that ruddy ensuite, getting the wall coverings done. But yeah, an afternoon here and there every other week. It's not getting the job done quickly at all, as yes, Jackie keeps telling me. Now I've got to go through and check out and give the animals a good deep clean. It's that late now that all the lighting's gone off automatically and the night creatures are out. Lots to do. We're off to pick up the new snake soon, which I've told you about earlier in the vlog, which when you watch this, if you watch it live, we'll be sort of getting it, so you won't see that until the following week. Let's have a look. So here's something interesting. We've got drainage layer, we've got black expanding foam, we've got brown silicone, we've got dry coir and moss mixed up. We've got various cork bark pieces. What's that going to be for then? Something I've never kept before, and something I'll show you when I get around to it, hopefully next week in the school holidays. But little build, something like you guys I've been looking at on YouTube and researching, so I'm going to do it myself. And then it's going to wait, yeah, it's going to have to mature before the animals go in there. But yeah, you can follow along on that story. I'm looking forward to that bit of fun. Really, yeah. Oh, enjoy the rest of this week's vlog.
Happen. Running out of time. She's still a little bit damp from her bath, and she was just looking to land because she knew she was a little bit damp. In perfect conditions, about 1,000 seagulls over her now, but I'd rather just cut it short and not have her land because she's a little bit still wet and push it. I broke the habit of her landing last year. I'm not having it happen again. So yeah, she was due to fly at 1 o'clock like every day, but both the birds were. So at 5 minutes to 1, both of them decided to jump into the bath and well, have a bath. So although her flight feathers are pretty much dry, just on her belly still and on her legs she's still a little bit damp. And I have found with my falcons that if they're not bone dry, they either don't want to try hard or they'll look to land, dry themselves off. As soon as they've dried off into the breeze and the sunshine, they'll fly. But I've left it, it's about 1:45 now, 1:45 now, and my lunch break finishes at 2, so I've really pushed her and left her in the sun to dry up until now. And I knew she was going to go and try and land somewhere to dry off because she didn't come instantly from the training T-perch. And I could see she wanted to, but at the same time she didn't because she knew she wasn't dry. So she had a little look at the rooftop over there, and then she went to actually land on that left-hand silver birch, which was a tree that she landed on last year. When I first started flying her, she had a horrible habit of sitting. So she sort of come overhead, looked like she was going to have a pass, and then went up over there and headed towards those big trees over there, those big ash trees. And so I just shouted ho and threw the lure out. I'd rather just end it there. I mean, she hasn't flown free. I've been ill, as you can tell. I've got a blocked nose still for the last 4 days, so I literally flew her free, and obviously was out hare hawking on Saturday. Sunday I was going to, fly her free again. I was really ill. Today's Wednesday. A bit bedridden the last 2 days. So, yeah, I'd rather just end on a high than start letting her think that she can get back into that old habit of sitting on things. I don't want her sitting on things. I've got a peregrine American kestrel that already thinks that's a good idea. Yeah, it's just sometimes you're better off just nipping something in the bud or quitting whilst you're ahead than carrying on.
What are you doing down there? Oh yeah. Sniff, sniff. Come on. Roxy. Oh, just because I took a cover off, I thought you are so naughty. That's where the electrics are. Don't stick your nose in there. What are you doing? Come on. Roxy. You're not playing out all day, I've got stuff to do. Come on, you're cheeky. Roxy, what can you smell? Psh, psh. Psh, psh. Is it nice? What are you doing? Meow. Gonna get you. Rah. What have you found? Oh, you're so naughty. Cheeky. So I'm at the Falconry Centre, feeding and cleaning, doing a few bits, but nothing major today, maintenance-wise. Just gonna leave Roxy some playtime. Roxy. Psh, psh. Sniffing out those rats. And then, and our rats are now really old. And they're all sort of all coming to end of life together. It's like an old people's home in the rat enclosure now. It really is. So time to source, sadly, some new rats. Because, I don't know, 13 years of rat exotics. Rats have always been on my team. But yeah, they last about a couple of years. So I had many different rats on the team over the years. Sadly, time for some more. Finding brown and black ones is always difficult, which I like because they look wild. I don't want fancy Dumbo ones or fancy coloured. They don't really have the same effect. Because I'm not really talking about pet rats when I'm talking rats, I'm talking about wildlife, so the brown ones are always the best. But yeah, they're not in good shape anymore, bless them. What else? Oh, I'm going to wash the van. I'd made up my mind not to wash the van until the end of February, because all the country lanes I go up and down until the end of the falconry season, but it's embarrassing, absolutely disgusting. So I'm going to finish up here, fill out the paperwork, all part of the job, and then, poor rat, and then I'm going to get on and wash the van. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. Not a great deal to report this week, nothing super special. There she is, nothing super special. Why are we going to poo right over there? These animals are disgusting. But a little insight to what's been going on this week and what's coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next one. Now she's going to fill her face.